I'm still sick, but I'm getting there. Hey guys, Taylor here. And all weekend, I have been on a serious topic block because I had no clue what in the world I was going to talk to you guys about today. Here's the problem. There are so many topics out there related to autism that it's hard to just come down to just one to talk about because every single topic is important to talk about. But don't worry, after thinking about it all day today, I finally found a topic to talk about. Today I'm going to talk about how hard transitioning is to me. So sit back, relax, and let's start talking. Every person in some way, shape, or form has trouble transitioning from one thing to another. However, if you're someone like me who has autism, transitioning from one thing to another is much more difficult than the average person. And keep in mind, transition is another word for change. And as I've mentioned before in my blogs and on here, I hate change. And it doesn't have to be a major life change like a new member of the family, a new baby, moving away, getting married, stuff like that. It could be the slightest little change in my everyday schedule that could throw me off. Any type of transition, any type of change, whether it be a change in the scheduling of that day, an unexpected change of plans, or just stuff like that, throws me completely off. It's because I like having a schedule and I like having a routine. I like being aware of what's going to happen the next day. I don't like any last minute change of plans. I don't like any last minute transitioning at all. And the reason why I can't handle transitioning and change so very well and so very lightly is because of the fact that I get so used to doing something for so long that I'm just used to doing that, and that's just now part of my routine. And transitioning into something new is going to throw my routine off and it's going to mess me up. A perfect example of this is transitioning schools. I have transitioned from school to school so many times in my life, it's not even funny. And it was always very hard for me to transition from one school to another so many times because I was so used to the schedule at the previous school. I had friends at the previous school. I loved the teachers at my previous school, and I did not want to leave. And up until 6th grade, every single time I would get used to the school and the scheduling and the teachers and the classmates, I would have to transition to another school and stay there for a couple of years, and then I had to find another school. With an autistic person, transitioning from one thing to another can be a very lengthy process. It could take days, weeks, months. In fact, it could even take years. What makes this harder is the fact that they're starting to get used to one thing, then they have to transition into another thing, and that kind of throws them off because they're so used to doing this thing and being used to the fact of this thing over and over again that once they have to go to something new, it is very, very, very difficult for them because they have no idea what to do. They have no idea how in the world they're going to do it, and they need help. What usually helps me with transitioning is being known of what's going to happen in advance. Basically 2 days to a week in advance. That's just me. That way I have time to absorb what I've just been told that is going to happen. That way I have time to prepare for what's going to happen with the transitioning. That way it could be a smooth yet not so very painful experience with transitioning. How do I know this works? Because my mom and dad do this with me 80% of the time. 80% of the time, they let me know what's going on, either the day ahead or the week ahead of me. They let me know. That way I have time to prepare for that. That way I have time to absorb it. And that way I can be ready for when that transition happens. Moral of the video: give someone with autism time to transition before the transitioning process actually starts. It's very hard for us to transition every single day because we're used to the same old, and we like the schedule and we like the routines. We like doing something over and over again the next day, and it's hard for us to transition from one thing to the next because it disrupts our schedule and disrupts our routine. So guys, please give us time to transition and everything will go smoothly, I promise. Well, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you guys liked it. Also, in the comments below, please, please, please tell me what you guys want me to talk about next. Also, tell me about a time when you struggled with transitioning from one thing to another. I would love to read and reply to your responses below. And finally, as always, if you guys like my videos and want to see more videos from me, go ahead and give this channel a subscribe. Well, guys, that's it for now. Until next time, bye-bye. I love you, Grandpa.